What's up, y'all? Welcome to Tabletop Bros. Today we're going to be unboxing the brand new Hive Secundus from Necromunda. So Hive Secundus is technically an expansion for Necromunda, but it is a standalone game. Comes with the rulebook, 2 full gangs, a little bit of terrain, you get your tokens, your dice, your cards, everything you need to play. So the first note is Games Workshop has gone back to like the more flimsy kind of cardboard type boxes. Not really a big deal, but it definitely takes a little bit away from the presentation over like the heavier like cardboard cardstock boxes. But mine arrived in nice condition. Alright, so here is everything when you open it up. There is a little paper divider in the middle, a bunch of models, all the good stuff. Let's go ahead and pull everything out and take a look. Alright, so first we've got all of our bases, a bunch of nice bases. It is worth note too that the bases in the Necromunda setup are already textured. And then we also have some flying stands as well. Gonna get one of the clear plastic rulers, 12 inches. And then we have our orange tinted plastic templates as well. So you have 2 different size blast templates and then 1 flame template also. And then we've got our little dice container. Give that a rip open here. So here are our dice. We have a black set and then also a blue set as well. 8 of each dice in there. And it is worth note too that Necromunda has special dice. So you're going to get 3 standard D6s with the Necromunda symbol on the 6. And then we have 3 of the like injury dice right here with various things. These are still D6s, but they're actually like marked with a different symbol. And then we have like 1 rapid fire dice with like the jam and everything on there. And then 1 of the scatter dice as well. This is the only like real unique die. And the difference on this is the arrows like point in different directions. And then there is a hit marker with an arrow on it as well. And then same thing for the black dice. And then next we have our Hive Secundus card pack. There is a little thing on here to keep the cards from flying all over the place. And this is a pretty chunky stack of cards right here. So we'll divide them into 2 piles to start with. And we basically have like our actual like Genestealer Cult cards right here. There's one for the Malstrain Genestealers. Then we have the Brood Scum. And then we have some blank cards as well. And then we have our Underhell's Territories. There's a bunch of those. Then we have the Archeo Loot, a bunch of those as well. And that is it, but quite a big stack of cards right here. Quite a lot of cool stuff going on with these. And then next we have the Hive Secundus book. And it's really not an actual book. It's basically just like a pamphlet kind of flip out. This has our instructions for assembling the Brood Scum, the Vaan Saar Tek-Hunters, the Elite Spyre Hunters and Caryatid, and then the Malstrain Genestealer and Termites. Then we have some nice diagrams, essentially step-by-step assembly instructions. Real nice quality. We see like a little bit of color added in on these. Does show off like all of the various options as you build your models. Pretty good looking models in this set as well. Definitely excited to put these guys together and get them painted. So that is our assembly guide. And then next we have the Hive Secundus map. So that does come sealed right here. And it's in like a little bit of like a cardboard kind of sleeve. It's a little on the lighter side, but it does appear to be in nice condition, no damage or anything. And then we have our Hive Secundus like book pack. Alright, so inside here we got a couple of things. First we have the rulebook. A little bit of damage to the corner of the rulebook there, but this is a chunky rulebook right here. Obviously Necromunda is not for the faint of heart when it comes to rules. 176 pages. Definitely nice and thick, good quality. And this has all of the actual like Necromunda rules you need to play the game. It also has a campaign built in, and then it has gang rules for the Spyre Hunters and Vaan Saar, and then also for the Genestealer Cult as well. Then we have a nice token sheet right here, tons of different tokens you'll need to play the game. And then we have 2 of the Hive Secundus reference sheets. And this will just keep your game flowing while you're actually playing, give you everything you need to actually play without having to dive deep into the book. All right, and then into the models. So this is the only terrain that comes in the set. It's basically just a couple of like bulkhead walls slash doors, and then the pieces to actually make them stand up. You can clip this out, clean it up, and assemble it in just a couple of minutes. Not much going on right here. It does have some nice detail and everything, but it's nothing like what we've seen with some of the other Necromunda sets. But it at least gives you like a three-dimensional element to your games, so you're not just playing like your standard board game 2D. All right, and then we have a total of 7 sprues in the box set. 3 of the sprues are duplicates, 2 of each, and then 1 unique sprue. So the first sprue is our actual Genestealers. This is pretty nice right here. It's got the new style of Genestealers on it. Very, very cool new models. Definitely have a different look to them, much more like mutated and asymmetric compared to like your standard Genestealers. So 2 of those. And then we have our special sprue. This is the 1 per, and it's going to come with the Caryatid little flyer guy, and then 2 of the Spire Hunter Oris models on it. And you can tell just by looking at this sprue that these guys are pretty chunky. There's definitely some different like head options and everything, some weapon equipment options. Looks pretty cool. And then we have 2 of the Vaan Saar sprues right here. So we can see it's 2 of a duplicate sprue. There's all kinds of like cool options here, some weapon and equipment options. Everything from like special weapons, capes, sniper rifles. Pretty nice looking detail on these. Definitely some really nice quality. Very, very cool. And then we have 2 of these small sprues right here, and these are just like your Hive Scum, basic gangers, and this is what we're going to upgrade to the like actual Genestealer Cult models. So these are just like your generic kind of gangers that have been previously offered, and then there's just some like different head and cool options to make these into actual like Genestealer Cult members. Alright, so pretty cool box set right here. Definitely a nice jumping off point. Everything you need to play Necromunda if you've never played before. The actual rulebook and the rules themselves are pretty intricate in Necromunda. It's definitely designed to play like a campaign style game. So a couple players playing a bunch of games in succession. You're going to have everything from like lasting injuries to like building up equipment. Much more of like a RPG style, like a video game. The cool thing about Necromunda is you're going to kind of personalize your gangers, give them names, give them cool equipment. They're going to have injuries over time. Some are going to become heroes, other ones are going to be permanently deleted. The rulebook is very, very intricate, and Necromunda is definitely not for the faint of heart. But once you get into it, once you learn the rules, it is a ton of fun. I'm a little bit surprised though, the way Games Workshop was showing everything off. For some reason, I thought the Patriarch was included in this box set as well. But it does look like it's just 6 of the Malstrain Genestealers, 8 Brood Scum, 4 Malstrain Termites, and then we have 2 Elite Spyre Hunters on the opposing team, 8 Vaan Saar Tek-Hunters, and 1 Caryatid Prime. You're going to get the 176-page rulebook, 2 reference sheets, set of plastic doors, tokens and gaming tiles, deck of 88 game cards, range ruler and templates, 16 Necromunda dice, and it's a total of 29 plastic miniatures. So a very cool set. Definitely like the price point on this, a little bit better than some of the previous Necromunda sets, as Games Workshop was pushing towards like that $300 price point. This one is much closer to like $200, a little bit less actually. And considering everything included in this box for an all-inclusive game, it's definitely a nice setup. So let me know what you guys think of this if you've already picked this up. If you enjoyed this review, hopefully by now Tabletop Bros has earned your subscription. Gonna be a while before I jump into this myself. I also have the other like terrain upgrade sets, and I'll probably be picking up the Malstrain Patriarch when she becomes available as well, as I didn't realize she wasn't included in this box set, so that is definitely unfortunate. But yeah, Necromunda Hive Secundus, definitely cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, but that's it from the Tabletop Bros. Later!